crazy. We just pulled up to the trailhead and I've never experienced this problem before. There are a bunch of cows blocking the trailhead and the gate, and it looks like they're being herded this way because now they're all heading this way. Well, damn. So here we are. This is Hell's Canyon again. We are back in hell, and it looks a lot different this time around. This is the Oregon side of Hell's Canyon, and we have come on a rainy, foggy, beautiful Pacific Northwest day. I say we because I brought Korey with me. Korey, how did we even meet?
We met on Instagram because I tagged you in one of my pictures of fish hook. I felt like it was a big learning moment, even though it was just like one night.
That's right, okay. So Korey went and saw one of my videos at Fishhook Meadow in the Sawtooth and went out and backpacked for the first time. And he almost froze to death out there because he did it in October. And since Fishhook, he has upgraded his gear, and I have now brought him out on his second ever backpacking trip into this. If he can make it through this, I think he's a lifelong backpacker. I think it's weird also that I'm talking about you like you're not standing right there behind the camera. So yeah, the first time I did Hell's Canyon this year, it was on the Idaho side. And Hell's Canyon is such a big place, I am not done exploring it. There's also an Oregon side. This is kind of on the edge of the Hell's Canyon wilderness in the Hell's Canyon recreation area. We got in late last night, camped kind of close to the trailhead. There's a lot of dispersed camping around here. There's a lot of established sites, a lot of RVers, a lot of ATVs. We're gonna do a loop starting with one trail, which is the Cemetery Ridge Trail, and then connect with Eureka Wagon Road and finish out. In the middle of that, where we're trying to get to tonight there's Eureka Cabin over there, and it's owned by the Forest Service, and I talked to the Forest Service, and they said as long as there's no locks on it and no one's there, we could possibly stay in this cabin. So it's 6 miles into the fog, and we're gonna find that, we're gonna check it out, and we're gonna see if we can stay out of the rain tonight. And if not, we're just gonna have to test Korey's new gear out and see if we both survive in this weather. But yeah, I think we're already lost, right? All right, ready to go, Korey?
Let's go.
All right, let's go. I can see how you could easily get a little lost up here. The book says poor trail. I think what they meant to say is no trail. We're just gonna head, ooh! All right, we're just gonna head back over here. Even the signs are vague, but we found a sign, so we must be going the right way. Head down? I don't know. First sip of coffee after that hike. Let's see. Oh, it's still hot, but it's like, well, Eureka Cabin is not habitable. The Forest Service lady, I called her and I said, hey, I see that there's this Eureka Cabin on the map. In my previous trip on the Idaho side, I passed 2 cabins and a ranch. McGaffey, Sheep Creek, and then Kirkwood. And all of them were super nice. I mean, not super nice. McGaffey wasn't super nice, but they were all could function as a pretty good shelter. So I asked her, could I stay in the cabin? And she said, yeah, as long as there's not a lock or a sign posted, that's a Forest Service cabin, go ahead and stay there. We've been searching for that roof all day, and sure enough, it's just a piece of shit, isn't it? It is not inhabitable at all. So, luckily there's this little spot right down the path from it. The only problem with this spot is we gotta share it with a bunch of cow pies. I mean, that fits, right? We started the day with cows. It's just, you gotta sleep with cow pies sometimes. But we have fresh water, we have a fire pit, we have our coffee going. It should be nice. That was probably the hardest hike of my life.
Found a creek, crossed the creek, went all the way back up the ridge line, all the way back down, all the way back up, around the mountainside. Yeah, I don't know.
And this is only Corey's second backpack, so it's kind of like, I'm like, come on, it'll be a nice, easy hike in Hell's Canyon.
I don't even know.
And we started at 5,000 feet, and we're now at 1,700 here. So the car is still at 5,000 feet.
It's up a little ways.
And I'm looking at the trail, I'm seeing the trail.
I just saw that.
The trail is very well defined. The sun is shining and we don't have to worry about rain. The bad news, the sun is out and shining, and now we have to worry about the sun. Every corner you take, you think you're done going up, and then nope, you see the next point that you have to reach, and it just keeps going. I just gotta say, you look delicious after this long hike. That was ridiculous. One of the most ridiculous hikes I've ever done. Pretty crazy. That was Corey's second backpacking trip. Not what I'd recommend you do for your second backpacking trip, but he survived. We conquered it. Mistakes were made, lessons were learned. June is right around the corner. Some of the more pristine hikes in the Pacific Northwest will be opening up soon. High mountain lakes, snow-capped peaks, many more worlds to conquer. So, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.